Conduct competency assessment. Establish the context and purpose of assessment. The assessor must familiarize self with the qualification or unit of competencies to be assessed. Ensure that the assessment site complies with the relevant occupational health and safety requirements. Ensure that the assessment resources are available. The assessor must ensure that the tools, equipment, and facilities are ready and available in the assessment site before the assessment starts. A checklist of tools, equipment, and facilities must be on hand to help the assessor monitor the availability and completeness of the tools, equipment, and facilities. The checklist of tools, equipment, and facilities is included in the assessor's guide. Conduct competency assessment. Plan and prepare the evidence gathering process. The assessor shall receive assessment package composed of the following: 1 copy of assessor's guide, specific instruction to the candidate, competency assessment results summary, written report, written test, answer sheets, rating sheets according to the methods of assessment to be used corresponding to the number of candidates. Conduct competency assessment. Prepare the candidate. The assessor shall introduce herself.
Good morning. My name is Ryan Rafinyan, your accredited competency assessor for Food and Beverage Services NC2. And I would like to acknowledge the presence of Mr. Jupil Francis Baal, our processing officer, Ms. Mariel Lastrolio, our AC officer, and Ms. Michelle Saria, our TESDA representative from the provincial office. Good morning, sir. Good morning, ma'am.
You do not have to worry about their presence. They are here to oversee the conduct of assessment and to check if the conduct of assessment is in accordance with the prescribed competency assessment methodologies and procedures. They will not assess you. Before we proceed, may I inform you that we are being recorded and live streamed through the CCTV camera that is done by regional office. I have here your consent form, which means that we, including me, agree to the recorded and the other terms, including the sharing of your CCTV footage to authorized representative indicated in this form. Also, I have here with me your application form and some assessment guides. This is proof that you are willing and ready to undergo the assessment. As I call your name, please acknowledge by raising your hand and sign the attendance sheet. Ms. Annalyn Valbuena, Ms. Crystal Sari, Ms. Maria Eva. I have here with me your application form and self-assessment guide. This is an indication that you know and can perform the units of competency enumerated in Food and Beverage Services. I would like to welcome all of you to our Center for Assessment for Food and Beverage Service NC2. The purpose of our assessment for Food and Beverage Services NC2 is to determine that your level of competency. This qualification consists of competencies that a person must achieve to provide quality food and beverage service to guests in various establishments such as hotels, restaurants, cafes, bar, cruise ships, and other food service qualifications. Today, I am going to administer competency assessment of Food and Beverage Services NC2. The qualification for Food and Beverage NC2 composed of basic, common, and core competency. For our core competency, Core 1, prepare the dining room restaurant area for service. Core 2, welcome guests and take food and beverage orders. Promote food and beverage products and provide food and beverage services NC2 to guests. Provide room service. Receive and handle guest concern. To determine your knowledge and skills to the food and beverage service NC2, the assessment method we will use will be unwritten test, demonstration, and oral questioning. This assessment method can help to measure your underpinning knowledge and skills. We also have things that need to be considered. If there are any religious practices being observed by your religion, just tell me so that I can allow you to observe whatever you are required to do by our respective religion. For example, if you need to pray at a specific time this day, tell me, I will allow you. For those candidates who need to take their medication, maintenance within the duration of our assessment, just inform me and I will allow you to take your medication. For your personal needs, the laboratory located at the end of the hallway, and you can always take your meal at our canteen. It is located in our lobby. However, during assessment, you are not allowed the premises of the assessment center. Do you have any difficulty understanding the given instruction? Please don't hesitate to inform me because we are willing to translate for you. Also, during the written examination, if you have a dilemma writing down your answer, don't be shy because we cannot set your answer verbally. We have do's and don'ts inside the Competency Assessment Center. For our do's, follow the security policy and procedure of the Assessment Center. Follow the rules on the use of facilities. Observe the OHS. For our don'ts, we have using cell phones during assessment and taking pictures is not allowed. Leaving the premises of the IC without the consent of the assessor or any staff. Loitering inside the premises of the AC. If you have questions, there is a need to you to clarify matter concerning the assessment, you may raise your hand because I am more than willing to assist you. But once assessment is started, please refrain from asking questions because it's no longer allowed. In the same token, during the assessment, if you have physical or any difficulties, do not hesitate to call my attention so we can address immediately. In case you have questions regarding the assessment result, you have the right to appeal. You can submit your appeal to the Test Provincial Office for the Assessment Center and assessor or accredited. Instruction for e-certificate implementation. TESDA is currently implementing the e-certificate system, which started last August 28, 2023 up to present. For the issuance of the national certificate, the manager should inform you where you can claim your national certificate within 5 working days after the assessment. Representative. First, only 2 kinds of representative may claim the NC or COC if the successful candidate cannot claim it. This is the provincial office accredited liaison officer, immediate family member up to the 2nd degree. Requirements: original copy of cards, special power of attorney, or letter of authorization. You may ask for a copy of the prescribed authorization letter at the provincial office or download it on the TESDA website. Photocopy of ID of the certified worker, photocopy of ID of claimant, accreditation ID of claimant. Renewal of NC, 5 years validity. Requirements: photocopy of national certificate with original presented, certificate of employment related to the national certificate. After the assessment, if you're found to be not competent, don't worry about it because you can reassess anytime at your own convenience. In case the assessment is full qualification, you have to undergo the whole assessment process. If you are found to be competent in some unit of competency, the assessment should focus on unit of competency. For you found to not yet competent, so if you fail 2 consecutive assessment, you will be advised to undergo a refresher course before applying the reassessment.
During the actual assessment, please observe safety as perform the different tasks. Make sure to check electrical equipment before plugging it. Avoid pulling the cord as you unplug the equipment. Observe proper body mechanics when lifting heavy equipment. Avoid back injuries. In case of accident, please call my attention immediately so that we can provide first aid. And the need out first aid cabinets located at the right side of the laundry workshop. With regards to the result of assessment, we observe strictly confidentiality. This is to ensure your integrity. The result only made available on authorized personnel and to the institution where you had your actual training. In relation to this, the assessment package is kept in the secured place to guarantee the integrity of the assessment package. May I ask the candidates to refrain from giving away any form of information that took place during the assessment process. You don't have any question or clarification, then I am going to distribute the specific instruction. Please read them carefully and do not hesitate to ask questions right now. I may be translated to English to your local dialect. If you need assistance, then I am more than willing to assist you. I will give you your assigned number. Here's for you, Miss Balbuena. Miss Sari Crisel, Miss Habana. So everybody must be ready now. Candidate number 1, you may proceed to the assessment area, and for the rest of the candidate, please remain while I call you by your number. Thank you. Candidate number 1, this way please.